one of the things that drew me to your solution and to have you on the show today and to talk more about it is the foundation of our training program is DISC, right? And so can you talk a little bit about DISC and how that works, in the solution set for xiQ as well?
Yeah, so maybe I start by giving your audience an idea of what DISC really is. So it's a behavioral science, and another name for this kind of behavioral science is psychometric analysis. So how does your brain go about making decisions? How does it influence you to communicate? What are the words that you may be using? How do you make decisions, right? And this science has existed for over 100 years. And Chris, Dr. William Marston, by the way, interestingly enough, the guy who invented Wonder Woman, created Wonder Woman, did this back in 1923, I think. He was a Harvard psychologist and he created this, and it's been working. So a lot of companies, including where I used to work at SAP, use this to analyze, kind of like the old saying, what color is your parachute, right? Like how do you want to be analyzed? Like what would be a good career path? Well, those same traits exist today in helping selling, because if I can understand the mindset of my prospective buyer, more than half the battle is won already, right? Because now I'm communicating with them in a style they like to be communicated with. I am engaging with them using the words, using the topics that they're interested in, and I just become much more relevant rather than just taking that same old stale stuff that has been going on for the last 30 years and reusing that, right? And so freshness is a very, very important thing that is required in kind of upgrading that traditional selling process, right?
Right.
And this, let me just close that off. And this kind of understand that mindset, right? It is the behavioral science. And one other thing I want to add to that, sorry, Chris, I know I stopped and then kind of kicked back again. But one of the things I want to talk about is that if you think about it, all of us interpret things in a different manner, right? It's very subjective. So, we may look at the same person, and if 4 people are looking, they'll have 4 different opinions on that person, right? Sure. God knows who's right and who's wrong, right? So with behavioral science, what it does is it kind of levels that playing field. This is scientifically proven 95% of the time to kind of be able to predict how this person is going to react and think about things. So it gives you kind of a scientific method to really start engaging with that people. And by doing that, it takes that uncertainty, the guesswork out of the equation. So that's kind of an important thing that DISC helps us do.